Hey everyone, it's Sim here from the Fusing Shop, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a cool one-hitter with an opal, come on opal, get in there, with a cool opal added to it. So let's go. Alright people, let's get started. The only thing I'm going to be really using is this 12 millimeter, what's it called? Not heavy wall, medium wall tubing, I guess it's called, and a, not this one. I need a nice clean punty to get going. And those are really the only things you need to do this. And I cannot find a nice clean punty anywhere. Ah, come here. All right, this one I'll do. Just gonna clean off the end. Always clean off the ends of your punties. This way they will not make a big glob, leave a big glob of glass on the end when you go to detach them if you're doing cold seals. And if you are doing hot seals, you also want them to be cleaned so you don't have any air bubbles or deformities, any other schmutz in the glass. All right, there we go. Let's clean up that end. Marver it down, make it nice and even. Boom. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I guess the second thing I'm going to do after doing that is to warm up the end of this glass. And we're going to peel off this end and close this down. So it looks like I had something attached here at one point, and I just want to take that off because I don't want that in my final piece. So just go ahead, heat up that end. I'm using a sharp flame because this is not such heavy tubing. Just flame cut that off. All right. Give a little puff to even out that wall thickness at the end of this. All right. Still a little bit of extra glass that I'm going to tweeze off. You want to try to always keep your thickness as even as possible for the walls. Make your life much easier. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Ta-da! All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a blow hose. So I'm just going to connect my blow hose to the end, just fit it on there. And if it will work with me, that would be amazing. Come on, get on there. Come on, there we go. All right, good, we're in business. I'm going to punty up to the end. All right, you know what? I'm not going to be using this, so this can go slide over there. Punty up. You can use a cold seal punty, is more than enough for this. Okay. Rotate that on center. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to go ahead and form my mouthpiece. Gradually heat this glass up. I'm using a pretty sharp flame to do this. And keep your glass in one spot and heat evenly. And when the glass starts to move, make sure you got a good even heat in there and just puff it out as you rotate. Take it out of the flame before you blow. Make sure I got a nice even heating in there. Nice and even, so your bubble, your mouthpiece will blow out nice and even. Okay, good. That's pretty good. I'm going to use my V blade. Whoops. You got to be careful that your glass has hardened up before you go and do that. And now just go ahead and heat over here a little bit past that bubble you just puffed. And we're going to pull it out a little bit and roll it on our V blade. And that will be where we're going to break it off later to make our mouthpiece. You could go. Don't force it onto your V blade or you're gonna get your glass all off center. Make sure your V blade does not have anything under it like mine just did, so it does not wobble around on you when you go to do this. Okay, and that's gonna make a nice clean break when we go to break that off later. Now we're going to make our condensing on the end so we can make our bowl at the end. So we just keep that sharp flame going and rotate that glass in the flame. Keep that heat in one spot. And just rotate, rotate, rotate. When the glass starts to get warm, you can push your hands together so very, very slightly. And the glass will start to fall in on itself and make that condensing for us. If your glass is starting to get all wobbly, don't be afraid to roll it on your L marker and get it back to where it's supposed to be. And that will also help push that condensing along. And go ahead and just keep on going until it closes down enough to make your bowl. And we are just about there. It's a beautiful condensing. I'm just going to close it down a little bit more. You don't want to make this too small or else it'll be very hard to clean. And also will block the airflow. And that is looking pretty good. I'm not sure if you could see, but that glass has condensed in on itself. And I actually don't need the mouthpiece at this point. Alright, your next step is to remove your punty and pop open the end. And first, let me just make sure I'm on center. That's pretty good. go ahead, pull off your punty, take off any extra glass. I'll use my tweezers to do that. And you just want to bring that point right out. Oh, excuse me. Heat up that tip. Clean out that glass. Okay. Ready to pop it. Blow in the flame. Get that reamer in there to open up that hole. Thicken up the end. And you could flare this out a little bit past even to give it a cool look and make it easier to fill up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Flare that open just like that. Now we'll go ahead and use our paddle to just make sure it's even on the end. Then we're going to attach our opal and detach it, and we are done. Where's my opal? I showed it at the beginning. Where did I put it down? Found it. Go ahead and heat up the end of your opal, your encased opal, and heat up a spot where you want to drop it on your runny. Get both of them nice and hot so it makes a good solid connection. And just put them together in the flame. Make sure it's good position. And then go ahead and heat up this tube right here and remove it. Gotta be creative when you heat something that's attached at a 90-degree angle. And just get a nice even heat. Heat both sides so that it will detach. Okay, and now I'm going to pick off that extra glass. You can also melt it back in depending on how big you want to make the lens on this. I don't want it to be so huge, it's really big right now. So I'm just going to peel off all that glass. There's also a big air bubble in there that I want out. on. All right, we're just going to go ahead and detach now. And pretty much just heat up where you made that condensing earlier before. I'm going to use my diamond shears. It's an easy way to do this. Just go ahead and heat that up. Grab it with the shears and just give it a couple taps. There we go. Breaks off. Go ahead and fire polish off and finish off your mouthpiece. Beautiful. Then you got a cool one hitter. Thanks so much for checking out today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see in the comments, and I'll see you next time.